7 episodes are left until we reach the climax of Dragon Ball Super, and I've gotta say, it has been a fun but controversial ride throughout the show. Currently, we are on episode 124 of the show, which consists of the defeat and ring out of Gohan and Dispo. Now we still have approximately 9 to 10 weeks until the show's finale. 2 of those weeks there will be a break. Most likely on episode 129 or 130 the tournament will end, showing who is victorious, which I'm almost 100% sure that Universe 7 is going to win somehow. That leaves us with a 2 episode or even 1 episode window for the closure of the series. Now when I say series, that doesn't mean that the Dragon Ball series is ending. In fact, there is a movie coming later this year on December, which will probably cover the Planet Sadal arc. If you want to be notified on any news regarding the movie, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications. But let's talk about the ending of Super. There are multiple ways that they can end the show. One of them is just using the original Dragon Ball Z ending and twisting it a little, just so it makes sense with the recent changes that Super has brought forward. Now you could argue that that ending is kind of pointless, since Oob is fodder at this point, when comparing him to gods such as Beerus, Goku and Vegeta, and don't get me started about Jiren and Whis. However, Oob has the potential to surpass many of the main cast. Just look at it this way. Frieza trained for a few months only and was able to achieve god equivalent status. Oob was reincarnated from Kid Buu, which is nowhere near comparable to Frieza on Namek Saga level. By the same logic and ridiculous power scaling of Super, Oob can become way stronger than any of the cast. So as I have just explained, the ending of Z is still applicable in the current situation, so it can very well be the way they end Super. It's definitely a satisfying ending, at least for me, when comparing it to the other possible endings that it might have. However, as I said, there are multiple ways to end it. Another possibility would be that they don't even skip to the end of Z and don't even make a time skip at all. They just leave it at the end of the Tournament of Power and maybe have a happy ending with Goku and his family having dinner and the camera zooms out from a window. And that will be the end of it. Now this can be considered good, but also can be considered disappointing since there isn't that much of a closure in this version. In my opinion, the ending should be something that closes every plot point of the series, which isn't going to happen, by the way. It is almost impossible by the little amount of episodes that are still remaining. There might be a possibility that we will get a glimpse of some backstory and support of Jiren's character, but do not expect anything major. Honestly, we were introduced to so many new characters, especially the latest arc, and they just didn't go anywhere to progress the series other than producing entertainment in the form of fights, which most of them weren't spectacular if I'm being honest. Most of them are one-dimensional characters with only one characteristic backing down their characters, which got boring after a certain point. So what I'm getting at here is that they could have done a better job taking care of these characters, and that would leave a better satisfying picture to Dragon Ball Super after it ends. However, I understand that it is very challenging to focus on over 70 characters in such a short notice and with Super on a deadline, since that they have known that Super will end around November, or at least were debating the decision. Now another possible but highly unlikely ending is that Super ends with Jiren winning the tournament, and that just leaves us guessing on what might happen. Now this is highly unlikely to happen since most probably Super will have a happy ending and Universe 7 losing is definitely not considered that. However, you never know, and if that's how it ends, the movie would make so much more money, since everyone wants to know what happened after the cliffhanger that the series left. If I had to choose from the most possible endings that we will get, I would without question go with the Z ending. It isn't by far the perfect ending, but it definitely sets up for something new for the franchise's future, with Oob and Goku training to get stronger together. It could be the whole start of a new show which will air maybe in mid-2019 if we are lucky to get a sequel series. But that's pretty much has been it. Yes, Dragon Ball Super is ending soon, however the franchise is not going anywhere. Alright guys, it's been Nightmare King. If you liked any of what I said, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button for more Dragon Ball content. Thanks for watching, see you guys.